You're great. No, you're great. No, you're great. No, you're great. Hello, hug bugs. You may have noticed that Monica and I have not had a lot of new episodes recently. Well, that's because we are currently in the midst of a lot of stuff. Monica's getting married soon. I'm on the road. So thank you so much for sticking with us and listening to these Hugflection episodes, and we'll be back in the month of October. Until then, you're great.
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 Bri, you're great.
You guys are great.
You're
No,
great.
you're
You're
great.
great. She caught on immediately. Sometimes people are like, thank you. They don't know what to say.
Very caught off guard.
Welcome to the Hug Life Podcast. I'm Monica Nevi.
And I'm Mike Coletta.
And this is our podcast. And we have a special guest today. It's Bri Pruett. Hey, Bri.
Hi, I'm Bri Pruett.
This
Yay.
is exciting. Yes, you're getting on board. There's so much
You
eye
guys are
contact.
great.
You're
You guys are
yes.
great.
Yes.
Favorite guest so far already.
Already, you're killing it right now.
Thanks, guys. You guys are great. Great hosts.
Hey, we got to plug our shows up top, so we do that so we don't forget.
Right.
Monica, would you like to go first?
Yes.
All right, you go
Because
first.
this comes out on Wednesday. What is
29th.
it? July 29th. Yes. So, Friday, July 31st, I will be featuring for Mike Coletta at Jai Tai. The Hug Life show. We'll bring our shirts. You can buy one.
Yeah.
Yay. That I'm wearing right now. Just a shirt that I'm wearing. No.
One of our clothes.
one that we're wearing right now. No. And then Saturday the 1st, I'm in Amboy, Washington.
It's my shirt. It'll be breathable for
Christine Levine is headlining.
That's
and then
fun.
And then that Sunday the 2nd, I'm at El Corazon opening for Joe Mandy
Ooh.
from Parks and Rec and all that fun
Get
stuff.
around.
Ooh,
Get
big
around,
comedy
Monica,
slut.
get around.
We can't have the rights.
Now
We
we
don't have
gotta
the
pay
rights.
those people for those songs.
The Beach Boys?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those people.
they keep things
They'll get them.
business.
They'll
Yeah.
collect.
Yeah.
God only knows how much they want their royalties.
Oh,
Also big fans of the Hug Life podcast.
They're
I'm
huge
sure they'll
fans.
see it.
Brian Wilson, where are you at? Bri, would you like to do your plugs?
You know, I'm going to be in Portland, Oregon, hosting the Seattle International Comedy Competition
Showcase.
showcase
yeah.
at Helium Comedy Club on August 4th. And then I have a weekly show that I'll just do a general promotion for on Wednesdays at a venue called Velo Cult. It's called Earthquake Hurricane, and I host it with three of my bestest friends, Alex Falcone, Curtis Cook, and Anthony Lopez.
Those are three
Sounds
great
like so
people.
much
And you
fun.
fools should come down and do it sometime.
Yes,
love
we
to.
should. We should definitely.
Anytime.
We should do it right now.
Anytime you want to make $20 and drive to Portland.
Dude, sounds like a
Which
great
is
deal.
most Wednesdays, actually, so it's
That's
fun.
more than I normally get.
I've heard that, yeah.
I will be, whatever will I be? I was prepared and then I just threw out the window. Oh, I'm going to be headlining Jai Tai on August 31st. Monica Nevi's my feature. I specifically asked for her and I got it. I feel really good about
I
it.
got it.
And then I'll be featuring, oh no, that's not going to be a gig anymore. Oh my gosh, that's depressing. I just realized that.
Cancel.
Dave Zamilton no longer does comedy. And that was written in my calendar. So I guess I have a free
sad.
Saturday. Let me know if you guys want to hang out.
Want to come to Amboy, Washington?
Where's Amboy? I would go. I have
Closer
nothing. I have no
to
plans.
Oregon, I think.
Sounds good.
Amboy, oh boy. So
Boy,
yeah,
oh boy.
but I'll be headlining Jai Tai. Cool, that's neat.
Good, all that
also, don't
stuff.
forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Helps out a lot, and it means a lot to us. It actually does a lot, apparently. Like it makes it so
Really?
people see your podcast more. Like
Yeah,
it pops
you
up on lists more.
rate
That's
it.
important. I think your listeners should do it.
Yes,
So
Bree
true.
says do it, so you have
Bree
to.
says do it. You have to do it. Also, we're on Stitcher, and then we're on Racketeer Radio every Thursday at 7 o'clock. If you download the app or listen to it online, you can do that.
Yes,
Yeah, and like our Facebook page.
and we have Twitter and stuff.
Monica, what's your Twitter?
At Monica Nevi.
Bree, what's your Twitter?
At Bri Pruett. Bri with an I. Pruett with a last name.
And the last name. What's the last name? Bree with an I. And Pruitt with the last name. Mine's me, Coletta. I still can't get my Coletta. Okay. I know, it's so horrible.
Are you Monica Nevi?
Like everything is my email, my
Me too.
Instagram, all
Or
of
you're
it.
Monica Nevi.
Yes. Which I just went with. I was like, sure.
Time to
I
roll
think
with
that's
the
the reason they
punches.
didn't like me. They were like,
Because they're like,
oh, what a
weird
stupid last name. No.
You should have heard what they called Song Lamb.
Exun.
Have you heard him like introduced in the various ways over the years?
You know what's funny is so many people see his name and just ask about it around here.
Yeah.
That I feel like he gets it pronounced more because it's so.
How did they say it?
How do people say it?
I think they said Young,
Young Lamb.
which is weird because there isn't a Y in there at all.
no.
And it's not like Z becomes Y
Maybe
in
the X-
Chinese.
Maybe the X is silent and the U makes a Y sound. That's what
It
they're
just sounds
thinking.
Z is zhe in Chinese, right? Like
I
Jing
think
Bao.
so. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Shh, white people.
They're the worst.
Right?
I was just talking to my nan on the
They're
phone.
the best.
I said they're the worst.
We're the, yeah, we're
was
the
like,
best.
Oh man, we're the best.
I was just talking to my the Asian Nana on the phone, and I was telling her about this diversity thing, and she was like, "Oh, so were there a lot of diversity?" And I was like, "Well, there were a lot of black men, a couple women, like a handful of Latinos, and like a couple Asian dudes." And she's like, "Yeah, Asian guys aren't very funny."
Nana, no.
No, I mean she's
that.
Korean, and she's still not allowed to say that because that's generalization. It's not okay.
Right. It's not,
Not
okay.
okay,
I'm
Nana.
putting my
Okay.
fist
But
on my
Nana,
hip.
you're still great. But Nana, be careful.
Not okay, Nana sounds
Watch
like a
it.
podcast that
Not
me and her
okay,
have
Nana.
together. That would be so fun.
Not okay,
She'll
Nana.
just
So
keep a
highly
list of
rated
all
on
the
iTunes.
racist things her friends say, and then she'll just ask you if it's okay or not. If she can say it.
Nope, not okay.
And you're like,
She just
no.
brings you a list of generalizations every week, and you gotta be like, nah, not okay, Nana.
She's got some weird ones. She'll be like, "Oh yeah, Japanese people don't use public restrooms," or like whatever. Like it'll be really specific and like not appropriate.
It's not even really offensive,
Not a
but
thing
that's still
either,
a
yeah.
generalization. Like, why are you?
What are you working on over there, Mike?
Oh, I'm writing down. I write down what we talk about. So yeah, I'm doing that. So I
sorry,
remember.
sorry
no,
to
no.
call out
Okay.
the like
What do you
It's-
do?
it's
man
fine.
behind the
He's
curtain.
like already bored with this. I'm going to just work
like,
on my
oh,
novel.
I'm just sending out a couple emails real quick. Oh my gosh, you can't believe how boring this podcast is. Ooh. No, I'm writing down that your podcast name is Not Okay, Nana, because I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
But so okay, you're from Portland, Oregon.
From Portland, Oregon. Yep.
Born and raised.
Uh huh.
Ooh.
Suburbs.
Suburbs.
Yeah.
Is there like because there's a big? I always see things about people being from Beaverton. Is that a bad place?
I mean, it's a suburb.
I mean, yeah, it's shitty.
I'm from Clackamas. It's another kind of
okay.
shitty suburb.
I've
I mean, it's
heard
all
that.
like strip malls. Any suburb looks exactly the same now, I think.
This is the same thing
Yeah.
for Seattle. Seattle's got all sorts like Auburn, Kent, all these smaller towns that
Yeah.
are really sketchy and
So I-
stabby.
Well,
and
that's
scary.
like, yeah, the south is stabby.
Pretty stabby.
A little bit more north is like bougie, I feel like.
So I stayed in
nice
Everett
split
last
going on.
night
Oh,
because
why?
I just
That's
grabbed
a
a hotel room
far-
that was like cheap.
As far
but
away
boy,
as
it was an
possible.
insufferable hellhole.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I got
That's
to
actually their
sleep, and that was
slogan.
nice. Insufferable Everett, the
Welcome to
insufferable
Everett, the
hellhole.
insufferable hell.
Oh,
Just a hellish nightmare. Enjoy.
you know, we're never gonna get sponsored by the city of Everett.
Damn it.
But
should do a show there.
yeah, it was not so good. But
Was it cheap though? How was the
not even that
hotel?
cheap.
Did you get a disease?
no, I didn't get a disease.
That's good.
They wouldn't open the pool. All I wanted to do was go for a swim. It's nice. It's nice outside. They wouldn't open the pool until checkout time. I was like, "Who are you? Who is staying in this hotel that gets to use your pool?" Then
Yeah.
What kind of was it? Like a chain hotel?
it was Econo Lodge. Yeah, let's put them on blast. Actually,
We're gonna Yelp review
I
right
did
now.
my first Yelp today.
Really?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, you
About-
can look it up. Bri P on Yelp. Econo Lodge
Follow,
Trout.
follow me on Yelp.
Everett. Follow me on Yelp. What that some comedian should do, like Joe Mandy should do that. You tell him when you open for him that would be such a funny like viral comedian thing because you know he does really good stuff on Twitter where he
Yeah.
just like retweets when like Carl's Jr. like shout outs to Martin Luther King Day and stuff. I love that kind of thing. Somebody needs just a Yelp, like Yelp's dry cleaners or something in a way. I would read the shit out of that.
yeah, I'll let him know.
Dude, I'm trying to find the Yelp review right now. I want to read it.
You're gonna read it?
bad. Yeah, I want to read it so bad.
I mean, I think it's like not.
To be fair, okay, they have 1.5 stars on their website.
I knew it was
the
going to be
website, like
a
that was-
one-star hotel, but like a one-star hotel usually just means like not like okay. I'm pretty well versed with the one star. I mean, it just usually means that like no cable. And you know is a shitty ass hotel, but I don't
Yeah.
think it needs to be a biohazard like.
Right.
I mean, there are pubes in the bathroom. Pubes.
They weren't yours.
Oh, no.
Somebody else's.
Although I do enjoy staying in a non-smoking room and then just hotboxing the bathroom.
Shit out of it. Did that in Vegas one time.
Turn on the hot shower, smoke hella joints.
Smoke hella joints. Smoke all the joints. Why is it?
Smoke all
okay,
the
Yelp
joints that I
website
brought.
really needs some work, you guys. I'm really bummed out about this right now. I'm trying to find it real quick. I want to read this. Do you have it on there?
I mean, it'll probably come up on my phone when I.
Oh, here we go. This is
Look
what
the Yelp
I'm
app.
looking for right now. Near Everett.
No. Is there anything in
One
Everett that has
review.
more
Okay,
than
all
one
right.
star?
Oh,
You want
here
me to
we
read it?
go.
Oh, you wanna
Here
read
we
it?
go. 2 reviews.
It only has 2 reviews.
3P. So you actually agreed with the person above
Yeah.
you, which is now below you, but their review is, what a dump, don't bring kids.
Yeah. Well, and he said something about a railing being dangerous, and he's right. And all I did is fantasize about how I would just sue the shit out of that place if I fell off the railing, and then I would be in good shape for a while.
So was it like a balcony situation
Yeah.
where you have a deck, but it's not?
No, just like getting to the room, you're upstairs walking along,
Oh, and it's gonna.
Yeah, and it's just the railing was super terrifying.
That is terrifying.
It's gonna fall, it'll fall apart very soon. Look for it on the
The
news.
building's gonna- when that earthquake comes to destroy us all, it's going to destroy that.
Yeah.
The hotel will be first, for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, I'm going to read your...
Okay.
Okay. Agree. I'll propose person. Booked through Expedia, and they'll be hearing from me. Ooh, that's
Sassy,
intense.
bougie, mean lady thing.
yeah.
Are you going to send them a heartfelt letter?
I was
You're gonna
trying to
write
figure
it?
out if I could get money back from Expedia, but I don't think I can. I probably won't. I just need to remember. I thought that that negotiate thing on Expedia or Priceline.
Yeah.
Priceline. It
Priceline.
wasn't even Expedia. It was Priceline.
We're all just like, fuck you, Expedia.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Priceline.
Sorry.
Priceline. Where's Bill Shatner? He needs to hear about this.
Already screwed up my Yelp review. But I don't think. But there's a negotiate thing where you can just name a price.
Yeah.
You can get a hotel room in Seattle for like under $100.
No,
for
I
a
was
room.
just looking. Actually,
you have to
that's
go like when we did that for like a bachelor party when we were in college still and we came back here, we were in like Renton, Tukwila, like airport.
Yeah.
Like airport area is pretty much where you need to be to get an under $100
Yeah.
hotel, and that's still going to be pretty.
But then
shitty.
you're far from everything. Like if you're actually trying to stay
Yeah.
near
And
Seattle,
And I wasn't, I wasn't trying to
Right,
go out
yeah.
last night. I just wanted to rest, so it didn't matter. But still, like, what a fucking nightmare. I think you're better off going with a chain like that has some repute.
Right.
Like
Holiday Inn.
I pulled up and I was like, oh God, how can I get out of this? Like immediately. And I like was trying to find another hotel in the area. And yeah.
Do you want me to read the rest?
Yeah,
of
go
this?
ahead.
Okay. They'll be hearing me. Look, I know it's a 1-star hotel, but it shouldn't also be a nightmare health hazard. Computers were down at check-in, so they couldn't even check you in.
Yeah, they couldn't even check me in.
Couldn't get into my room till late. I was exhausted. No Wi-Fi, broken lamps, dirty room, pubes in bathroom. That's just something you throw out there
Yeah.
in like the long list. Dirty towels left in bathroom. Leaky shower. Cable was totally out. So it sounds like just nothing worked.
Yeah, nothing worked at all.
There's dirty towels.
And I was like, and I went to the market the night before to get my little like, the things I like, got my Frappuccino because I know the coffee's going to be bad. And then I was like, should I buy fruit? No, they'll have fruit. They always have fruit at Continental Breakfast,
Yeah.
They had no fruit.
You said
they have anything?
They said that stale grocery store mini muffins and undrinkably bad coffee.
It was so bad. I took a sip and literally spit it out.
That's pretty bad coffee.
I
Usually
sound
you
like
can,
an
deal-
awful person, but your listeners need to know, I'm a pretty reasonable person.
I think they'll probably know that Everett
Right.
is kind of a shithole.
Frank from Camus said they were drug dealing out of rooms.
Ooh.
We were
you could have had
warned-
a better time.
Dude, Frank said we were warned that there was prostitution in parking lot from the front desk.
Were they warned or were they like promoting it? They're like,
Yeah.
hey, if you get bored, there's a.
Well, the drug dealing
lady.
actually would be a pro for me, like at least convenient drugs.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get drugs for easy.
Actually, you
For
know what
easy?
I just realized is we both live in free marijuana states.
Yeah, we do.
free there?
It's not free. Well, actually,
kidding.
right now you're
They're
not
just giving it away.
you're not allowed to sell it until
Right, you guys
October.
still have the
Yeah.
weird thing,
So
yeah.
right now it literally is free because you can't really buy it.
Right. You
yeah,
have to,
so
like,
you can get it
just
for free.
get it somehow. Right.
But
We have it
so when you
normal
think
here.
about people selling drugs now, it's bad drugs.
It's got to be like rough drugs.
It's got to be rough drugs. So actually, drug dealing is bad again.
Drug dealing is bad again. It was good for a while.
I mean,
but
yeah. I felt bad the marijuana things became legal because all of my friends were suddenly out of jobs, it seemed like.
Oh
I
God.
know, they're like, I can't
it
be
was like a
illegal
big concern.
anymore.
People were like, "Don't vote for it," because then I don't have a job. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Well,
"Wow."
get a job at a dispensary.
Yeah.
They've got good jobs and they pay well. It seems like, and they're fun places. It seems like it's a
Even
fun place to
and you
work.
can do. There's like farms or whatever, and you go and you like pick it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which sounds bad.
But you don't get to sit on your couch and watch YouTube all
Yeah,
day.
just
which
wait
I
for
know
people to
is-
come
to my
over.
car. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, could you leave out the back because
I don't want my landlord
know
to
me.
see me. He's been told prick lately, so I handle it. So this is actually what we wanted to talk about today. Is we wanted to do Seattle versus Portland.
Okay.
But you can't say negative
good
things.
things.
You can only say positive
Okay,
things.
okay.
So it's like you're trying to sell your city And what we thought would be fun is if we switch sides. So we're doing Portland and you're doing Seattle.
Sounds great.
So we well, do you want to do it and I'll be the mediator? Do you want me to do Portland and you be the mediator, or do we want to both just 2-on-1 against Bri? I mean, she's a heavy hitter, but I don't know.
No, I'll go 1-on-2.
She's like, I got you.
Okay, all right. So you got to argue Seattle and we got to argue Portland.
Okay.
All right. And so the first thing that Portland has that I think of immediately is strip clubs with alcohol in them that are fun and not creepy.
Okay.
And you can touch them, right?
And you can touch them, yeah.
Okay.
If you say you can.
If they say you can.
I wasn't just touching people. I want to be like there. Okay. But,
Hey, we're in Portland.
yeah,
Just grabbing everybody.
grab people. But yeah, that's my first thing. That's really fun.
I've always been a fan of they have good food at strip clubs there. We don't have
do.
food at strip clubs here.
Acropolis.
We know more about strip
Roadhouse.
clubs than we probably should.
We do.
But
It's a strip club centric podcast.
Hugging is
hugs.
adjacent to stripping.
Yeah. Do you frequent the street clubs in Portland a lot?
No, not at all. I am A, not into chicks, and B, sort of uncomfortable in a strip club, mostly because I have a theater background, so they don't like you to clap. They don't like it when you're like, oh my God, you are so talented.
like, what?
You should get at it. Like, you should dance professionally.
Now I just picture like the White Snake song ending, and you just stand up like, "Bravo! Like you are so good at this."
Well, and also because there are so many strip clubs, there's so many strippers that are like special, like so many snowflakes that are like on unicycles and like, weirdness. So, like, I remember the last time I was at a strip club, probably like 12 years ago, I saw the stripper and she was like all in white and she was like so gorgeous. And I remember she like kind of like gave me a thing where she's like, I know you're straight and you're just here for something else. But like, so she put in some extra flourishes and I was just like, you are a pro. But you know what we don't have space for dancers that are not like ballerinas anymore in our world. So those are the dancing
I'm always
artists.
very impressed by the athleticism, actually. Like, I want to see
absolutely.
you do some tricks. We went for his birthday, and Mike and I only really gave anybody money if they were like doing tricks and stuff. That's what I want to
That's what
see.
you gotta do.
I don't feel... I have a little bit of a battle whenever we go because I'm like, I shouldn't be here. This is not... I feel dirty, and I want to... So I'll like... If I get to talk to them, then I'll be like, "Why are you here? Are you trying to go back to school? Like, what's going on?" Like, I just like, I want to help them, and so it's like, but you guys have they're open during the day and they have food, so
we're in. We're just in.
That sounds good.
Because that was my strip club experience going there. Because I've been to the ones up here and the ones down there, and the ones down there are just so much. Because the one down there, when you add the alcohol to it, it actually, to me, makes it less creepy because now it's just a bar with another thing happening. Where up here it's like dudes in sweatpants.
There's no alcohol?
There's no
you
booze. They
can't
don't allow
drink.
booze.
Listen, that's crazy.
It's so creepy. It's so creepy. It's like this. It's just dudes in sweatpants drinking Red Bull. Like it's so gross. That's what happened when I went to the one in Deja Vu in Pike's Place Market.
Isn't Red Bull a funny they always replace alcohol with Red Bull.
Yeah, thinking like you could do this, like bring you a party time. You get all excited.
worse for your body. Here you go.
Yeah.
God.
You're gonna get drunk, but not really. You're just gonna get really hyper and feel awkward and horny.
So, I mean, that is got to be super damaging to the strip club industry.
Yeah.
To not have alcohol.
Yeah, and the girls would actually so I sat there because I was going with a bunch of friends, and I just sat like I would at a Portland one, just like kind of in the front.
Yeah,
and I was tipping dollars like throughout the song, and then the girl came up to me, she's like, "Oh, do you want a lap dance?" And I'm like, "Oh, no." She's like, "Thank you for being the only one that tips in the tipping area," and she walked away, and I'm like, "Oh, so." She was mad I didn't give one a lap dance, but she was happy that I gave her dollars.
She probably wasn't mad that you didn't want a lap dance, but
I was just there to hang out,
Yeah.
Throw down, throw some dollars.
So what's a lap dance like?
It depends. It really depends.
Yeah.
Because sometimes up here, they can be pretty bad, as in like a
what do you
just
mean?
gyrating on you in a bikini awkwardly. And then sometimes they can get way too personal. And it's like
a sexual act.
sexual acting, which is like I don't really wouldn't really want that.
Yeah.
Half the time it's like fun just because I find lap dance conversation the funniest thing in the world. Like, I was at a strip club at Pandora's Box, which is this place up in Seattle, which has the best name in the world. And the woman just started talking to me about those shops in the mall that have like samurai swords and like those throwing stars. And we just talked about that for like 5 minutes while she was
also dancing,
kind of dancing on me. And I'm like, that was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. Because she's just like, yeah, I mean, I wanted to get a samurai sword, but I don't know if it's really legit or not. And then she's just like grinding on me. And I'm like, I can't stop laughing right now. But I had girls that for my birthday when we were there, my roommate, the pajama party, PJ Funny Bunny, he got me a lap dance from a girl that I didn't really want a lap dance really to begin with, and she was mad that I didn't like grope her. She was like, "You can touch me, you know," and then she walked away, and I was like, I don't know if you. It felt weird. It felt really weird because I thought I was being like nice guy. Like I don't want to like be awkward or anything because you're like. I didn't really want this, and I mean, but she wanted me to like.
So I think, like any job, people can get into it for the wrong reasons. Some people, and she sounds like somebody who got into it for positive reinforcement.
Oh yeah,
right.
That could be it. That really could be
right.
it.
Maybe she thought you didn't like her. That's why you weren't.
But I wasn't
her.
that. I was just like, I was just like, I'm kind of coming down from a really heavy drunk right now, so I really just want to sleep.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
GameWorks.
I was at GameWorks, and I got really drunk on playing video games, and now I'm at the exact opposite of which, where I can't drink and I have to talk to women, and it's awkward. And I'm sitting there, and then she's like doing all this stuff, and then she's like, "You can touch me." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like in the middle of the song, and I just didn't because I'm like, I'm not really into this. Like to be completely honest, I'm like, I didn't want this right now.
Did you say that to her?
No, I just sat there like, I mean, she paid it so she can do her job, but I think she thought that like she was doing a bad job because I didn't want it, when really I was like, oh, I don't want this, but I'm going to let you do the job that you were paid to do. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but it was one of the most, that was not nearly as much fun as the samurai sword lady. And then in Portland, it gets fucking crazy. Like Portland,
really,
it feels to the point where I'm like, I don't think I cheated on my girlfriend, but I don't feel comfortable a lot right now. Like,
I had an ex-boyfriend who was a big strip club guy, and he would just always end up there. So I think that's the Portland model for strip clubs. It's just like where the night ends.
Yeah, and
for a lot of people.
And I always go with friends, and like the worst day was when I went at 11 a.m. on a Sunday, and I was in strip clubs all day until 2 a.m. Like with
in Portland,
in Portland, yeah, that
like
was
church
like
there.
A big to go there. It was
the Lord's
it was
Day.
a divorce party for a certain special someone that went up eating.
Yeah.
And I was just felt so dirty.
Did you spend a lot of money?
I didn't spend as much as I could have, but I did spend more than I was comfortable with. I spent like $300, I think.
Holy shit!
What?
Yeah, I spent like
that's kind of how much I was thinking you were going to say.
I spent like $200, $300, but
appalled.
there were people with us that spent like $500, $600. So. Yeah, that was one of those things. That's
a long time to be there. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, but that was me. Also, that includes like food. We went bowling at one point. We like did a bunch
one of those bowling strip clubs.
That's what we did. Is we cut the strip clubs. We got so much strip clubs that we cut it with bowling in the middle of the day, and we're like, all right, now we go back to strip clubs again.
I want to open a bowling alley strip club. That's our.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wanted to do a mini golf, like the glow in the dark mini golf strip club. What do you think?
You gotta like put it between her legs or something. Like,
whoa, hey, now.
Well, not. I mean, like,
no. I was actually thinking,
hole in one.
my whole thinking was that it would be like you'd be playing mini golf in like those glow in the dark indoor courses, and it's like black lights, and then the strippers are dancing on like pedestals, so they could be a part of the course, like dancing, but they're not gonna like kick your ball out of the way because it's all unfair competition.
It's sort of like stripperoke. You've heard of there's stripper karaoke.
I've done stripperoke.
Okay,
yeah.
So in Portland there's stripperoke, and it's like you're singing a song, but it's sort of like American Gladiator, where the strippers are like kind of trying to keep you from singing and like looking at the screen. So they're like, you know, enticing your face to like look at them when you're supposedly. So like, I kind of enjoy that when strippers are like, running interference on a different thing.
I should say I went to that and I tried to get on the list, and it was insane how many people wanted to do stripperoke. Like I didn't.
It's a Devil's Point, right?
Yeah, it's a Devil's Point, and I couldn't get on the list because it was so long. But
I was
very
popular.
I wanted to sing Cher's "Believe" while strippers danced around me. I thought that would be amazing, and I just was like, I'm like, this is a dream come true, and it just didn't happen.
Most ironic name for or a stripperoke song, maybe "It's Raining Men." Funny?
That would be so good.
Yeah.
Let's go right now. Let's stop the podcast. We got to go to Portland.
We have to go to
Let's
Portland.
take you home. They do that actually on Sundays, I think. I know when it happens.
I know. Yes, apparently we do. It's good.
But yeah, okay.
So far we got strip clubs.
We talk about strip clubs a lot of the podcast.
Really?
Oh yeah, but it's fine.
All right. Well, my favorite thing about Seattle is water. I love being near water, and you guys have water everywhere.
That's true.
I looked at a map of Seattle. So in Portland, Oregon, there's just the ocean, but you guys have ocean everywhere in Seattle. It like comes.
Yeah, it's the sound. So
comes
it's
in
like
here,
it's like it's the sound. So it's all.
It's
over
like
the
God
place.
was tearing a piece of paper, like the coastline, and then the Seattle part got all fucked up.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And it was all like jagged
there's
and
islands
like
and shit everywhere, yeah.
Islands, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
And then there's a lake like right over there too, which I always like having both. Like
Lakes. Yeah, we
Lake
have Lake
Washington is
Lake
great.
Union.
Yeah,
I like lake swimming a lot. Do you like swimming?
Yeah,
a
I
lot?
love swimming.
Yeah, so you go
Except
swimming in
in
Portland?
Everett.
Yeah, I go into the rivers.
So can you swim in the big river? Is it?
So yeah, no, not in the Willamette, the one that's like in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go up above where the Columbia and the Willamette meet,
Yeah.
it's safe because that's where the pollution, that's where the poo is.
Is where the poo poo is?
Yeah, the poo comes in at the mouth of the Willamette. But if you get right above that, you're good.
You want to swim? You gotta swim by the poop water.
No, you gotta like
gotta
above
get
it,
above
but
it.
not near it,
Oh, not near it.
Yeah.
downstream.
not downstream of it.
I just picture you swimming in this like beautiful area. And you're like, it was so much fun, and then like 100 yards away, there's just brown shit water everywhere.
I mean, and whatever. It's the circle of life. Like sometimes, there are a lot
Sometimes
of
you
places
gotta shit where you
people
swim.
Shit where they swim. Yeah, and we're very privileged that we don't.
You made that like statement like you were a politician, like trying to sell like a bill, like yeah.
about
And we're
that.
really proud that we don't.
Do you guys swim? I mean, so
I
I
love
went
swimming.
to
I swim a lot.
Creek, Khaki Park.
Karkik.
Karkik, yeah.
Karkik Park, yeah.
Cat cake.
Khaki. I went to some Khaki Park, and
Old Navy, sponsored by
a
Old
lot
Navy.
of cargo
Khaki Park.
shorts just
They were-
walking around.
yeah.
I love cargo shorts.
Aw, everything for $5. So there were signs everywhere saying like, "Here are the reasons for you to stay out of this water," but people were in it.
Oh yeah, that's Green Lake. We're near.
Yeah.
That's near my house. That used to be like one of the most polluted lakes in
It's-
Washington.
People swim
It's
in it
every
And they've
year
cleaned
they're
it
like,
up.
we're closing this beach down, and people are still fucking swimming.
and
in it.
fishing
for
in
it.
it and shit.
Yeah. And the fish in Green Lake,
Yeah.
don't eat those fish. You should not eat those fish at
I
all.
don't even know how they
Yeah.
got there.
They're stocked every year,
Oh, is
and
it?
they're stocked for fishing. Like they want people to fish, but I'm like, it's not the kind of fish you should eat.
It
There's
was
no
that
way.
there's an algae problem, right?
Yeah,
in
there's a
Green
big
Lake
algae
Park.
problem. There is, yeah. There's also, I mean, it's gotten better. It was way bad, and they cleaned it up a lot. And people are swimming in there, and people are like, yeah, I swim in this lake all the time. I'm like, you're gonna die young. You
You're
should
gonna
not be doing
die.
that.
I don't know
Are you
what
itchy?
toxins. I don't really know what that means, but
I think because well, some of the algae stuff releases toxins too, like certain kinds of algae
yeah.
and
But
things
what's
like
a
that.
toxin? It's like like energy. Like who even knows?
Yeah, Red Bull. I don't know.
It's like, why is the sky blue? It's like, who knows about it? What's a toxin, guys? I have no idea.
I tend to say things like that, like, "Oh yeah, it's really good for you. Like you release toxins." And then somebody was like, "What's a toxin?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I don't know,
Yeah,
but it's not
idea.
in here
Yeah.
anymore.
But it's bad and it's gone. So there. What's the next Portland thing?
Donuts. That's all I got.
You got donuts?
Donuts.
Y'all
yeah.
got donuts.
Yeah, but not as
But
cool
not-
as you
not
guys.
as-
Not voodoo.
You guys got voodoo.
I don't think that Voodoo is the best donuts. I'll drop some knowledge on you guys right now.
Do it.
Drop the donut
Blue
knowledge.
Star is the best.
I've
donuts.
heard.
Blue Star Donuts.
It's like the top pot, right? Of
Okay.
Portland, where it's gourmet and that you can get like a tangerine citrus glazed buttermilk dunker or whatever.
Blue Star.
my
Also,
gosh, that
a
sounds so
really
good.
good Pretty Ricky album. So,
Oh yeah,
big Pretty Ricky fan.
You guys are big
Just
Pretty
me.
Ricky fans?
Was
Big
laughing
Pretty
at
Ricky
that song. Great album.
You know, speaking of donuts, this kind of goes into a certain quiz we picked up.
Oh,
that we need
are
to
we
talk
gonna do
about.
that very quickly?
I think we should do this one right
That's
now.
why I brought it up. Really.
Okay,
But
so we every episode we do one internet quiz usually, and we found one that was so ridiculous. It's one question.
I was really excited, but it's
And-
only one question, so we can only really talk
and
about
you can
it.
only really talk about it, but you're gonna take it.
okay.
And the quiz is, which donut should you eat off your boyfriend's penis?
Uh-huh.
And there's one question. It is, how big is that dick? And there's 9 answers. Micro penis, 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches, 9 inches, 10 inches. I ain't talking about Eiffels.
Okay, wait. So wait, I need to understand this. So okay, What donut would you eat off your boyfriend's
what
dick?
kind of donut should you eat off your boyfriend's dick? It's a pretty simple question.
So it's pretty much only based on the
if you're like,
size.
hey, honey, I'm gonna eat a donut off your dick tonight. What kind should I get?
Well, obviously,
Maple?
Okay. But is it the donut's length? Is that what it's asking me?
I don't know.
It's just asking me
This
about
is
how big my boyfriend's
how
dick
big
is.
the dick is. Yes.
Okay, because
But it doesn't have to be. We're not gonna put your boyfriend on the spot and be like, how big's that dick? Like,
yeah.
If you were gonna pick one, like we could go through all the answers and see what they think.
Well, what did
Okay,
you
but wait,
pick the first time?
I need to start by saying like the best way to eat a donut off the dick is putting the donut through the hole.
Right.
So why do you even
And then
need
munch,
to
munch,
know
munch, munch.
of the length? You need to know the
girth.
This quiz is fucked. It's
Bree
not a legitimate
just
quiz.
Cracked the case. Dude, this is just like the unreleased episode of Sherlock on Netflix.
I
We just watched
appreciate
that right
so much how like you're offended by this. You're like,
I'm-
okay,
Well, I don't understand it because of an inherent
we didn't write it.
knowledge of donut dick. Which I've never done, by the way. You know, because I'm a bagel gal.
Bagels are so much better.
No, I mean, okay,
By the
so
way, the episode is named Bagel Gal from right now.
bagel gal. I'm a bagel gal. So not that I'm gay. That would be a funny way of saying that you're gay.
Oh, is it?
Bagels only. But I don't know. Because a hole, not a rod, you know.
So a guy would be corn dogs only?
Yeah. Except for anyway.
What do you
Okay,
think? Do you
so-
want to? So we have options here. We can pick each one, or we can pick one and see what you think. What kind of the answer is?
I mean, I've never measured my boyfriend's dick.
That's weird. It's a weird thing to do.
Do you do that?
Measure them? No,
Yeah.
I usually just estimate when someone asks.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
How big was it? I don't know, 6, whatever.
Yards,
Yes.
centimeters. I measure in
6
metric.
feet. No.
So this is So I think we should just go through each individual answer and see what pops up and
Okay.
see their logic behind it. Does that work for you guys?
Sure, yeah, go.
Okay, so the first answer is micro penis, and when that clicks on that, you got strawberry donut, which is a donut that's just filled with strawberries, like
Well, that
fresh
makes
strawberries.
sense because you'd want, to like if you've got a micro penis, like just bury it in strawberries.
That's
and
They said you're not interested in the penis. You want the donut. Just plop this on top and go to town
I
because they're thinking
see.
about it. So there is some
Okay,
strategy.
there is
to
some
this.
thought. I'm glad. I'm sorry that I was so angry.
It's okay. I mean, you don't have to apologize to me. You have to apologize to Ira Madison III on the BuzzFeed staff. So
Ira,
Ira,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Fourth, you got the jelly donut. While waiting until you're finished to get a sticky ending. That's what they
The
wrote.
4-inch.
The 4-inch penis.
Uh-huh.
That was okay.
So a micro penis is 3 inches or smaller.
Is that true?
Is that what it is?
That's what I've heard. And you know what else I've heard? And this is true. 2% of all men have a micro penis.
2%?
You know what? I've heard that from you before, actually. We talked about it during the competition. I don't know why we were talking
Really?
about it. Yeah, but you said that.
Micro
You know
penis comes up a lot, you guys.
One thing that's true is that I hooked up. I've only. Well, whatever. I hooked up with someone who lived in Seattle. He like drove down to Portland to like hook up with me, and he was so small.
Oh no!
And he was so handsome,
Oh no!
and he was like an actor.
Oh,
And I was like, yeah, that's
can't.
not gonna work at all. Like
I
it's
know.
not
You
gonna.
always feel bad, but you're like,
like
I
micro
can't.
penis small,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
that
I mean-
means erect size, right,
right.
dude?
And it didn't even really get that hard.
Oh no!
You know what's so funny? I've talked.
So what kind of donut would you use for him though?
That's
We're talking
strawberry.
donuts here.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
What every time I ever want to try to talk about this on stage, people get so sad, and I can feel it in the room right now. Us talking about the micro penis, like, why are we so sad that there's a tiny little penis? But like, honestly. Is it like Fievel? It's like we're just so sad. It's so small. But it's like if we were talking about like some
best thing that could have ever happened today.
if we were talking about some big ass vagina, like it's not sad. It's just
Right,
like whatever,
like,
you
well,
know.
she's-
She probably was really good at having babies or something, you know.
Fit more dicks in there.
Yeah, we're not sad for her. She'll be great.
She'll be great.
I think we are just like so concerned about penises as a culture.
Yeah.
Like, we're just
Oh
like,
yeah.
When it's one of those things you can't really do anything about, so you kind of feel bad for the guy just because, you know.
Did you guys ever watch? Okay, there was that old show on Comedy Central called The Man Show.
Yeah.
Okay, they did a segment about penis size, and it's still one of the fun. It's because there's a guy that lifted penis weights.
Oh, yeah.
That just hurts your dick. They're like, there's all the doctors are like, yeah, he's gonna hurt himself. Like he should stop doing that immediately. Like, that's not okay. and I'm like, because guys are, and the guy was like, yeah, it totally works, man. I got a way bigger dick from lifting weights. Like it makes sense. And I'm like,
Does it
oh
work
my
right?
God. Yeah.
There's this woman I just saw on the internet who is like a very glamorous woman who like lifts weights with her vagina, like does Kegel weights in like she was on the red carpet with Kegel. Like it was this crazy thing.
What?
Yeah. Wait, where did I see
Just
it?
showing off. All right, bitch.
Dude, okay, you guys heard of the documentary Unhung Hero?
Yeah.
You heard about that one, right?
Yeah.
But he talks to
that a
guys who
documentary?
do that. Yeah. Well, yeah, or whatever. I don't know how true it
I
all
thought
is, but
Nick, is it that the one Nick Thune's in?
Unhung Hero?
Yeah.
No, this is
Oh.
Patrick Moot.
it's Pat Moot. Well,
Pat
I'm
Moot.
trying to think of who else because like Brian's in. There's other people in
Yeah,
it. but
there
I
are
don't
there
know.
are other comedians in it, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was because he goes through all this ridiculous shit to the end. The ending one is this guy that like does surgery on your penis in this sketchy like doctor's office somewhere.
Basically like an implant. Like
Yeah,
I don't know how
it
that would
looks
work
so
though.
scary.
Is this person trying to get a larger penis? That's the premise of the
Yeah,
documentary.
well,
Yeah.
so he asked his girlfriend to marry him, and then she says no because he has a small dick. Like that's what. The whole,
But actually though,
I don't really. I've heard that it wasn't like all true, but there's like a video of him doing it at a UCLA game, and she says no. And so then it's like his whole like
Yeah.
trying to figure out if it really is that small, and then if he can do anything. And so now everyone just assumes that Brian also has a small penis.
What's funny is I just Googled it, and the first thing that came up under Patrick Moot documentary was fake.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that like the
Someone-
other day. They were like,
yeah,
"Oh,
they
it's
think
fake." I was
it's
like,
not
I'm really not that concerned about it.
Anyway, back to dick
yeah,
donuts.
let's get back in the dick.
6 inches. What do you guys think 6 inches is going to be? Oh, 5 inches was a coconut donut. I'm sorry about that. I skipped that. I'm very unprofessional. That's my
Coconut
bad.
donut.
Why?
Why? Oh, let me look at it again. Sorry. We got, because I clicked that one, and then you started talking about the actor dude, and we lost it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Coconut glazed. Fish those coconut flakes out of your man's bush when you're finished.
Yeah, I was. That was my first thought too. Is like if you were eating coconut flakes, they get mixed in with the pubes, and then it's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's gross.
It's just when like jelly and stuff get in your pubes.
I've never thought like bringing
Yeah.
food into the bedroom as a good idea, like ever.
One thing I do like is to like have sex, like just have a great time, you know, and you're exhausted, and then like do like Chinese food or cereal in bed, and then like
You
back at
have
it.
those things with you at all times,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a refuel kind of thing.
Yeah, refuel.
Yeah.
You have just like those nutrition gels next to you.
I just do it while we're still going. I'm
You
like,
gotta
"Oh,
stay
it's fine.
hydrated.
Yeah.
You need some water.
You've got a hydration pack on your nightstand.
Just
straw.
naked with a camelback. That's it.
You know how some ladies have sex with their bras on? Yeah,
I just have a
Here's
camelback.
hydration pack.
I just picture now like having like a giant Gatorade, like at a football game, those giant Gatorade
Yeah,
coolers,
the
like next
jugs.
to your bed, like, you gotta hydrate. This is a good game.
Cramp
like
up. I
cone
cramp up
cups.
sometimes.
The 6 inch is you got cake donuts. So when you're done with the cake, you can make your way to this cake is what they said. I don't get it. I don't know why.
From
they
a
picked cake.
Rihanna song, probably.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a reference
Cake,
to your
cake,
back.
cake.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Cake, cake. You want to put your name on it.
Yeah.
Oh, 7 inches. You got the ice cream donut. Mix that ice cream with your man's cream. This is pretty disgusting.
That is the one that I picked originally, though, and it was like, oh, okay.
Ice cream donut?
Yeah.
I've never even heard. Have anyone here had an ice cream donut?
It looks
I have
like
heard
a
of it.
sandwich.
Oh, yeah, like a
what
sandwich.
it
They
looked
make an
like.
ice cream sandwich with a donut.
Yeah.
8 inches Krispy Kreme. Why mess with a classic? That's what they say.
Because 8 inches is just classic.
so
8
stupid.
inches is classic.
Does that mean you
I feel like 8 inches is like the classic big dick size.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 inches. I don't know why I said it like
Yeah.
that. 9 inches. Maple bacon. When you're chowing down on wood like a lumberjack, crispy maple bacon will make you feel like a real Mountie. Mountie? Like Canadian police?
Yeah, we're gonna mount you like the Canadian Mountie Service.
All right, 10 inches. What is this going to be?
Really
Maple bacon. This is the same one.
What the
ran
fuck?
out of options.
Look, Ira. Ira.
You gotta write Ira a
Killing me
letter.
right now.
Got a lot of
Okay.
letters.
What am I
Right.
supposed to do?
Dude, Ira,
Gotta get 2
my
maple
man's
bacon.
penis is between 9 and 10 inches. And I don't know where to choose. I ain't talking about Eiffels. That's this question.
Mm-hmm.
Apple fritter, sweet and American. I don't know. It just seems like a flawed quiz. I think you're right, Bri.
Which is why we didn't actually pick it.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
You know.
But we didn't throw all the answers. It was seriously just one question, which is I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Whose turn is
There's
it?
a lot of quizzes.
We just
we've
did
done.
donuts, so it's Seattle.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we're still talking
I'm still
about that.
thinking about this quiz. It's so strange.
It is.
I mean, there
thinking
are
about the people
stupid
who write 'em.
quizzes out there. You're going to love the one we chose for the end because it's just ridiculous and it has
Okay.
nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
Maybe the hotel, I feel like.
Maybe,
we could have.
maybe the hotel, yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know. We do these quizzes because they're just fun ways to like
It is fun.
do
Talk
stupid,
about random
talk about
shit?
stupid
Yeah.
shit at the end. But they are really stupid, and we totally. What bums me out is when I take a quiz like this, or one of us takes a quiz, and it's like, what person? Like we did the Orange is the New Black quiz,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
completely disagreed with who I was.
Right, we'll argue about it.
I'm like, I am not Daya, okay? I am someone else. I wanted red.
Draw and you like.
I love to draw and prison guards with one leg. And I'm really into it.
Is he gone? Is he just gone?
I think
so.
Yeah. So you watched the show?
Maybe
too?
they'll bring him
Yeah.
back.
Did he get?
He threw that crib and then he just booked.
Yeah, I
Just
was
left.
gonna,
scared.
That seemed like so out of character. Like,
Yeah.
It really did.
yeah, within the narrative, it seemed like so out of character, and like so much so that I wondered if the actor died or did some like thing. I don't know.
Maybe he's going on a vision quest and he'll come back in season 4. That's probably
Yeah,
what,
no,
that
that's
could be
probably what it
happened.
is. Yeah.
Maybe he'll steal the baby from the white lady played by.
Oh yeah, what is her
Yeah.
name? She's in a lot of older like older comedies. I feel
She's
like.
in a bunch of stuff. She's always the mom. Like she always plays
yeah,
the
she
mom.
plays the mom in.
She's the mom in Step Brothers. I don't know her name.
She's the mom in Step Brothers.
She's great. Yeah. Hey,
But
mom
yeah.
and Step Brothers, you're great. Anyway.
Maybe he'll steal that baby and then he'll go to prison.
I
And then she'll become
I mean,
a guard at
the
a
thing
men's
about that
prison.
show
Whoa.
is how it is so crazy that truly anything can happen because no one saw the
I
second
have
season
no
ending
idea what
coming
the
out of anywhere.
fuck.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, the third one.
the second season ending with the lady escaping, like in season 2, I did not
Oh,
see that
right,
coming at all.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have.
That wasn't an escape, was it? It was just like they go to the lake.
No, I'm talking
No,
about
that
season
was the
2,
third one.
the one before,
Yeah.
with the car and V.
She-
That was fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I did
was
not.
good.
That's when I really fell in love with the show. I'm like, I did not see that coming. I am loving this so much.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell is going on right now. but
Did you watch
whatever.
Weeds?
I did watch Weeds. I'm actually working on it still right now. I'm still because what happened is I watched
I
season
quit,
6 with my
yeah.
girlfriend and we
Oh,
stopped.
yeah.
And we just decided let's watch this again because there's only like 2 more seasons left or whatever, and we can
Yeah.
do this. But it really got out there. Like I
Yeah.
loved it when she was just a pot dealing housewife in the suburbs. That was great.
What a good premise.
And then the rest of it
Now
just
it's
got
unrealistic.
out of control. But, do you know anything from Seattle that you can like, or is water it?
I really like.
It's all we got.
I've been driving around and saying "we" a lot, like driving down big hills.
Oh, I was like you're one of us now. We okay, no.
Yeah,
good.
back
I
up,
like the
sister.
hills.
No,
I would say Portland. One, you guys are very funny, but you guys have a lot of kind of cool venues and like other shows that are like different. Like we have clubs, but we only have a couple rooms that have been successful for a while.
Thai
that are
restaurants.
out. Yeah, that's like Jai Thai, but like it's hard to keep. I don't know. That's what I hear. This is why this kind of comes up. When I was at Bridgetown last year, not this year, last
Yeah.
year, a lot of people were like, "Oh, you're from Seattle," and they're like, "Why can't you be more like Portland?" I was like, "Okay."
I want you guys to have more shows. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
basically.
Which I mean, and we have a really cool midnight show now. But
Yeah, I heard it was so cool.
no, it's fun. But
going really well.
but it
Yeah,
is.
I'm happy with
you
it.
guys, I think, do a really good job of like having other shows and like cool different. Like there's a lot of one nighters
Well,
or
there's
like different
basically
rooms.
only one club, right?
Right.
And so
Helium, yeah.
yeah, and there's another club that just doesn't, not everybody can work at. So there's just people just start shit. I don't know. It seems like kind of a tradition. Yeah, people just start things if they're not getting booked. And
Right.
I don't think that's always good. And for a while, it seemed like there was actually too much of a boom with new things starting and just fizzling out. And it's I think that's bad for a scene,
Right,
But,
yeah.
but basically,
We've had
like
some
the
of that,
regular
but-
things have been going. We started a weekly show on Wednesdays because there wasn't a Wednesday thing. And yeah, we have people showing like 30, 40 people every week. It's crazy.
Well, I think that's the idea is you going, okay, we don't have one of these. Well, then let's do it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we basically, I don't know, your guys' midnight show is really great. And I was like, we need a late night show.
And
so
Amy
then we
took
did
that
it.
model from someone else, too.
Right, yeah.
And
well, and I mean,
Everyone's stealing
in
from
big
everyone.
cities,
I know.
That's the
in
way it
big
works, yeah.
cities, they have a lot of really late shows because they have enough people to keep
Right.
going. Like LA has a million late night shows, and so I don't know. I felt like we have a.
You
I mean,
guys
it's a
should
small room, but
do you do what Amy gives away a bullet to one of the comics who shows up? So she's got this kind of clubhouse vibe because all the comics show up to her show. We're talking about Amy Miller, by the way, who's a very funny Portland
Very
comic
funny.
She's
and
great.
producer and the funniest, Helium's funniest person in
Hey,
Portland.
Amy, you're great. You're great. I just do that, and it's like kill all momentum. That's how I operate. Yeah.
But she gets all the comics to come out. It's like come
Yeah.
after your show.
yeah. Well, in ours, I feel like it's starting to get a little bit more of a reputation because we have had a lot of cool people kind of stop by, which is fun.
Like headliners come and do little
yeah,
guest.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Which I mean, which
fun.
is the point of having
Yeah.
it, and
We kind of did our show on Wednesday in case like features came into town early.
yeah, that's a
that's a
great
good
idea.
idea, yeah.
And so we've had quite a few comics who've been coming like every time and just
Who?
watching and stuff. Oh, not to drop in or from Seattle. I don't know.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
we're talking about the Seattle comics who like come and just watch
Cool.
because they, want to support. I don't know. They've been supportive of it. They think it's a
Great.
good idea to have and stuff like that. So that helps a lot. And honestly, we have a lot of audience members that come back now because they know that they've
We got
been
some
good
regulars.
shows. Been good shows before. So,
Yeah.
That's great.
But
but you guys have cool shows. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you guys have cool shows. Like sometimes I want to do comedy, but I also really want like a salad roll.
salad roll.
And in Portland, like I'm just like, well, crap, I just have to do comedy. But in Seattle, I can go to Jai Thai.
And
Do
get-
comedy and get a
salad
salad roll.
Dude, every time I go to Jai Thai, I just end up going to Dick's Burgers.
Really? Oh, around the corner, yeah.
That's also good. Taco
Dick's is
Chukis.
great.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it was classic. I was walking behind these like I was in the U District and walking behind these like really, really cute like young gay dudes. And all they were talking about was dicks, but it was so funny because I didn't get the homonym right away. So like they were like, "Can we just get some dicks in here right now?" And I was like, yeah, girl, that's how I feel about it too.
Yeah.
Like, get it,
Can I
but
just walk down the street and be like, hey, can we get some dicks in
I
here?
am all about dicks right now.
I have cash. That's it. That's all I
Cash.
can only pay
Oh my
cash.
gosh. Portland. Side thing.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing. I went last time I was there when I was with Yogi Polywall. Yogi, you're great. To a retro video game expo that was
Yeah.
in Portland, and that was awesome. So
Yeah.
I was going to say that and Ground Control as like a twofer
Yeah.
Yeah.
of combining things because that's
like that
something that,
kind of thing.
I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
That
just
kind
saw a
of-
place in the U District that had retro video game stuff called Pink Gorilla.
Pink Gorilla, yeah.
They also got
that's
one in
new,
the
I think.
international area.
Really?
Yeah, it's right
There's
around
a
the.
pinball museum in the International District that has like pinball machines from like all the way to the 60s, and it's
Maybe
got
it's the
like
same thing, yeah.
cool. It's and you can play all of them. I took the kids there the other day. It was really fun.
Your
I don't-
kids, your children?
Yes, all of my children.
all your
There's 33 of them.
God.
Yeah. So we were talking about big vaginas. This is I don't know, 33 kids.
33 going on 30.
All healthy
Yeah.
and annoying as fuck. No, it was a field trip. Anyways, yeah, so we have cool video games too. Whatever.
Dude, well now, I mean, we're doing this because we don't want to talk about the bad, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But I think as a result of what's happening, it's just making me want to go to both all the time. I can't decide.
Right.
Do you have another Seattle thing?
Well,
No.
I don't spend a ton of time here.
Well, maybe you should.
I know I should. I mean, you guys have
Monica
three
just gets
comedy
mad.
clubs, you know?
Five.
I mean, we have
Five.
5 in the area.
It's
yeah,
incredible, you know? So, like, all of my favorite Friday night, I was kind of like looking for a show or something to do, and all my favorite people in town were working at different comedy clubs, being amazing.
I'm going to include us in there just because we were
Yeah.
in comedy clubs.
Because we were at two of them.
Yeah,
No,
we were.
yeah.
Where were you, Mike?
I was at the Parlor Bellevue hosting
See?
for Hal Sparks.
That's what I'm saying. Who is that? Who's hosting the Parlor Live? Probably Manny. You were
Yeah,
I think
Manny
Manny
was
was
there.
working there, yeah.
I
and
was
then
at Tacoma.
we were in Tacoma.
You guys were in.
And then Albert and Cam were at Laughs.
we're at Laughs.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Emmett and Brett were at
The
Underground,
Underground.
which is where I ended up.
Right.
Yeah, there was. I mean, that's what's cool about it is I feel like on a night that I have off from a club,
Yeah.
I could still go get a guest set at a club. Like,
Right,
that's
yeah.
what's cool about it.
Man, that's rad.
It's
yeah.
nice to be able to work at all 5 of them. Even
That
though
is
some
the
of them
best,
don't like
yeah.
Do
each
some
other,
people
but
do
still,
that?
I work at all 5, yeah.
Heck yeah, girl.
Yeah. But I just like because it's cool though. But yeah, again, like I wonder if because we have so many clubs, we don't have as many of those
Yes.
one-nighter shows.
Right.
I mean, I think
and
that's
it's
exactly
the,
it.
And it's the other way around for Portland. Because
Right.
you have that Helium is the one that everyone works,
Right.
And then you have all those other shows. But it'd be nice to have a balance between
And
the two.
there
Yeah.
are just different types of comedians. Like, you know, like it's amazing to me that Emmett has come up to work in a club because he's
Right.
such an oddball that he, you know, I don't know if he would work at Helium in
When he
Portland
still
necessarily.
only works at a couple of them.
Okay,
You know? There's
yeah.
some of them who he,
I mean,
or he's with certain people
and I think
or
he's
whatever.
undeniably across the board funny, but just I know how clubs are not totally with alt comics all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah.
and alt comics, probably do better in more theatrical, like cabaret setting. And so, like, the alt comics in Portland are numerous, and they do really well. You know,
Yeah, and then you have. Well, okay, so I think we're just both great. I think that's
just
what,
different, yeah.
That
And, like,
works because we're at 50 minutes, so we've
Perfect time.
It's perfect timing to say we're both great.
are both
And
great.
now we get to do the ridiculous quiz, which I'm really looking forward to. Okay.
No, when you mentioned the railing, I really think that this has a good
Oh,
tie
before
in
we
here.
wrap up, I do want to just say that my boyfriend does have a really big dick, and I didn't
you had to
Like,
pick,
like a Krispy Kreme dick?
or
that?
like-
a
or
Krispy
like-
yeah,
Kreme
or
size dick?
maple bacon.
so I like haven't measured, but I think like Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme to
It's
me.
just
was that?
like
Was that 8?
it's just like your
Yeah.
your standard standard big dick. It's like it's great, you know. Like trying to think of like something that's like a Cadillac, just classic.
Classic
Cadillac.
car.
Just the
Dicks.
Cadillac of dicks.
Escalade.
Did you say, oh?
Because I love him.
Yeah,
and,
he's great. He's
got his
in a band,
Cadillac.
right?
He's in a band.
That's
Yeah, he
cool.
makes. I called it country, but he got mad at I put a Facebook thing. I was like, "Come see my boyfriend's country band." He's like, "We're not really country." Like immediately responded on Facebook. Like didn't even ask me to change it. He's just like, "We're not really country. It's more like a rock inspired Americana."
You're just like,
Want to clarify?
Yeah,
That's great.
all right,
good,
ready for the
good
quiz?
For,
yeah.
All right, how would you die on Murder, She Wrote?
Fascinating because I didn't really watch Murder She Wrote. Did you
Just
guys watch
know,
that?
Angela. I didn't really either, but
I
it's
spend a lot of time at home during the day.
it's Angela Lansbury, and it's ridiculous, and it's from the early '90s.
Right,
so
right.
Pretty much, they'll tell you how you die based on all the different things you pick in this quiz.
Okay, go ahead.
the-
Oh, great.
So
Okay.
I already took it.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me your answers, and I'll
Okay.
write them in there for you.
And I take
And
it.
Monica's taking it on the side. So
Okay.
pick a murder weapon: a candlestick, a revolver, a knife, a wrench, a lead pipe, or rope. I picked a revolver.
If you're murdering someone.
I think this is for your murder.
being murdered.
Oh, being murdered.
I don't really want to be killed by any of those things except for a gun. But let's be interesting and say a knife.
A knife. Okay.
I'm gonna go the
you
lead
want
pipe. I
lead
think it'd be
pipe?
just
All right. You got to pick a motive. You got to pick a motive. Contract disputes to further an acting career. Get rid of a circus act rival. You're a black widow for hidden treasure, or bored by your own idyllic town.
I'm gonna say the acting rival.
Acting career.
Doesn't that sound
to further.
Yeah.
I picked hidden
That's
treasure
good.
because it sounded like a pirate.
like in
story.
Showgirls? Mine is like in Showgirls.
Like in Showgirls?
when she pushes Nomi down the stairs, or not Nomi, the other one,
Yeah, I don't.
the other Showgirl.
I
Other
just never heard
shows.
the other one. Get rid of a circus act rival. is what I think.
Right. Pick a murder location: a beach resort, a railroad track, a women's prison, a film set, a theme park, or Cabot Cove, as usual, which I think is where Murder
they
She Wrote's fictional.
live Cabot Cove.
Yeah.
How about a film set? I'll do it.
A
the
film
same
set?
thing.
All
Yeah.
right.
There you go.
Why did you pick Monica? I picked a theme park. I'm very Scooby-Doo-ish.
Well, that's what I would go. Beach resort.
Beach resort.
Seems appropriate to kill a
All right, maybe
surface
you are
level.
picking someone else's murder. Pick a target. Megan Mullally. These are all people that have guest starred on Murder, She Wrote.
Hilarious.
Whoa.
Megan Mullally,
Megan Mullally from that's a
Yeah.
long. You gotta see this. picture.
Marcia Cross, Julianne Margulies, Courtney Cox, Bryan Cranston, or George Clooney. All of these people were on the show at some point. I think this show was late 80s, early 90s.
Megan Mullally looks so different.
Yeah. I think I picked Marcia Cross. That's who I picked.
I'm gonna go with Courtney Cox because there can only be one Monica.
Okay.
I'll go Clooney.
Clooney?
Did you say Clooney? Yeah.
Yeah. And then what will your episode title make a pun from? Like what word? Murder, cocktails, fashion, a classic film, travel, or the word deadly?
Murder.
Murder?
Yeah.
Cocktails.
Cocktails?
You click.
How will I die on Murder, She Wrote? Tell me. I must know.
Well, we're gonna go
You want to do yours first from what you got before?
yeah, I got thrown from a drugged horse. You're an aging millionaire. You should have known one of your family members would off you. It's a good thing you left your entire estate to your dog.
Okay.
What
You
did
ready
get?
for this?
Yeah.
Via crossbow while skiing. Oh my God! Such a shame that you were sleeping with someone's spouse. Someone put out a hit on you, then killed other people on your team to hide an isolated murder. Yes,
All right.
What?
You ready for
they
yours?
killed everybody else that I know, so that it didn't look like they were just
You were-
killing me.
Shot and left in a mansion, house, motel, park, beach, etc. Which makes me think they put different pieces of you into. Yours is surprisingly dark. That's what I'm saying. Like yours is incredibly dark. It said it is Cabot Cove after all. You were bound to end up dead. Yours is just super serious.
Do you?
and dark. I don't know why.
Is there these like actual ones? Because I have a nice little graphic of a man getting shot by a crossbow while he's skiing.
Really?
Yeah. Do you have one?
I had one from a drugged horse, so maybe they are from the episode. And your GIF that plays, or GIF, however you want to say it, is a maid finding someone dead in a hotel room and screaming.
Shot and left in a
Mansion, house, motel.
park, beach, etc.
Like it's every location.
I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
It could be any of those, or it is all of those.
Or
Maybe they killed you and then they just like cook you with them for a
Here's
while.
the thing with quizzes. They should have one answer, not all of
Now
them.
you don't even know how you would die if you were on the show.
Yeah. And the show's over.
And it's over.
Yeah, how are we ever going to find out?
I mean, I'm going to write Angela Lansbury a serious letter if you
Yeah.
want about it. But
You need to get your fucking BuzzFeed
Hey, you
quiz
get your
game
BuzzFeed.
together.
Who made this one?
Ira.
Ira!
Was it really Ira?
Ira!
It really was?
Ira, yeah.
Just the day of most
Ira, when he's not
ridiculous-
doing dick quizzes, he's doing 90s TV shows.
We literally searched BuzzFeed dick quiz last episode. I forget what we were talking about. But
Oh
it's like
my
dick quiz.
gosh. Gosh. Oh, well, we've hit the end of the road,
Yes.
as Boyz II Men would say.
Have we?
And now we go
To the end of the road.
You
Now we
love
gotta
it.
pay
I
them,
want
too.
to harmonize so bad, and I just don't know how to do it.
With people?
Yeah.
With people?
Or
No.
like dogs? I don't know. Just howl in unison.
Trying to. Oh, you can probably, pick someone who's a better singer.
Than me?
Huh?
What?
What?
Wow.
Anyway.
Hey, you're great, Bri. You want to be the new co-host of the podcast with me?
I think you guys are both so great. Please leave me out of this.
That's the positive answer we were looking for.
Charities.
Charities. All right, so the first charity, Monica, you want to discuss this Portland charity you selected?
Sure, I picked the Portland one because last time I was there was a lot of homeless people, but they were dressed very nicely. So we picked the this has
Dress for
nothing.
Success?
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's just the Union Gospel Mission
Oh,
there
great.
for
Yeah.
homeless youth specifically. I
Youths.
always
We're really into youth charities.
it's providing meals, safe recovery space, and legitimate rehabilitation. It said so. Cool. And then you had one.
NARAL, which is an organization with a kind of complicated name, but they raise money to support politicians that support reproductive health care rights.
Yeah.
And Oregon is the easiest place to get an abortion and birth control.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
It is great.
That is great.
I like that.
Good job.
You're great, Oregon. Were you scared by this whole earthquake thing? Did you read that stuff?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
I mean,
yes, terrifying.
I'm not scared. Are you guys scared?
Not really.
I don't think so. I mean, I feel like they've been talking about it for a long time,
Well, and
even
also,
before that. But
They did a Reddit AMA with geologists from the Northwest after that New Yorker article came out, and they were like, there are a lot of things that they really didn't discuss. Like, yeah, the science is true, but it probably wouldn't be a 9.
Oh.
And if a tsunami came, it would not hit Seattle because
Well,
of Puget Sound.
there's
the way it's
there's
designed.
a
there's a
there's
bunch
a
of
fucking
islands and
another landmass in
Yeah.
between us and them.
Yeah.
And then-
Interesting.
So the coast would be fucked. But I mean,
Yeah.
Seattle's fine. But I mean, they said Portland does have a problem where it's like the buildings just aren't up to code. Like the
Yeah.
90s is when they started doing earthquake reform on buildings.
right.
So,
I was driving through like the tunnels of the highways in Seattle.
like the 90.
The 90 and stuff, the Mercer Island thing. I
Yeah.
mean, all the tunnels, it's kind of like hot potato. Like, if you're in a tunnel, you'd be fucked. I mean,
Oh,
you'd
yeah.
die
For
for
sure.
sure.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not scared. But you know what is true? I did start going to the gym. Like, I was like, okay, I got to go to the gym. Because if I had to walk to see my family, like, you know, it would probably take like 5 hours and I would be in a lot of pain. So I like went to the gym.
Right. That's funny because I
For
have
my
like
afterlife.
a very heightened like emergency survival thing
You
in
do?
my body. Yeah, it's weird.
She really
Somebody
does.
was shooting off fireworks out here the other day, and I just immediately I woke up, thought it was gunshots, and I was like in the corner of my room, crouched down, like within probably 3 seconds. And Cameron was like, "It's fucking
You'd
fireworks."
make
Like,
it.
calm
You'd
down.
survive.
Well, so that, but
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Like, I have bad back, bad knees, and stuff, and I was like, man, I gotta start lifting again, just because in my head I'm like, you will probably survive, so you need to do it properly. Like,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
I
I'm like,
think I would
I
survive,
don't think
too.
I would die, and I don't think I can at this point.
I
so
was
it's fine.
I was trying to write a joke about that. Like, I think I would survive, but like, I don't have any crossbow skills or anything. And like, but so
Crossbows.
For all those guys skiing down, you can just shoot them.
yeah,
with
all
a
the
crossbow.
skiing people. Yeah, no, like my friends were like, I have a crossbow and I have a solar generator. I have a friend, Phil Schauberger, comedian, very funny comedian and weirdo, has a solar generator for the end of the world. And I was like, I have nothing to offer except for being really likable. Like, I think I would be. Not that I think I'm really, but you know, like
You are very likable. It's
I'm
okay.
very motherly, you know, toward people. So I think I could like take care of people in that motherly, emotional way. But I was hoping like I could like get good at seeds, like those ladies at the end of Mad Max, like those like ladies who are like gonna plant food and and take care of people.
like,
And they
good
got
I
at
the
just watched the
seeds.
movie. Yeah,
What do you
I
mean?
should have been a little more quicker on the uptake to that. I'm sorry.
You're just looking at me like
Just
anything.
saw the movie
no.
and I'm like, wait. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. You want to be that? Because
Yeah.
their whole
Some
like.
survival.
How are
stuff.
you going to be at
You can
at the
boil
end of the
water in a
world?
tree
How am I going to
stump.
be at the
Did you
end of
know
the
that?
world? I think I got a lot of canned food that I bought thinking I would eat it and I haven't, so I think I'm all right there. But
Yeah, but what's like your role going to be?
my role. Oh man, that's a good point. I don't really have any survival skills.
This is okay. When I was in college, I had to take this literature class that I just needed to graduate. That was not my forte. Like
Yeah.
I was sports and exercise science major, and so it was like me and 8 other people, and the professor was like from Berkeley, like a really smart guy. We were talking about like time travel and stuff, and he's like using our class as an example of like a village. He's like, and everybody has their job. You know, he's like,
Yeah.
so say, you know, Mike's really good at cooking, so he cooks. Bree's really good at fishing, so she gets the fish, and he cooks, and then he looks at me and he goes, and let's say Monica's really good at like, you know, killing bears or whatever.
Nailed it.
I was like, great. All these people are already afraid of me. Like now I'm the one who kills
Monica
bears.
can kill
I
bears
started
with her bare
laughing
hands.
so hard. I was like, oh god.
Well, that was great.
So that's what I'll do. I'll just kill bears.
You'll just kill bears. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Bri, for being on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
This
Hug
was
life.
great, you guys.
Hashtag hug life.
Hashtag hug life. And I'm going to go home and see how many donuts I can fit on my dick. All right. I'll see you guys. Bye.